ho, hello.
John, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm well, yourself.
Good. Good, good, good.
Yeah, I just suddenly remembered I was actually in chat with Ruan.
How's the Roo doing?
Uh, he's not actually there, so what are you up to?
Oh, nothing much. I guess still doing new celebration.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
I I am busy checking out my Oblivion set, and I don't think it's working out as planned.
Aw. Oh, by the
Rather
way, thank you
disappointed
for those
about that.
bits.
Oh yeah. By the way, if you don't want to use them, pass them back because I sure do.
Oh no, I'm definitely,
But
definitely keen on using it.
yeah,
I
like I
just
said,
need more parts, John. More parts.
yeah, I did a little bit of maths on it, and it was like, do you know what? In the long run, even though it does less damage, it actually it ends up doing more damage.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
looking at it and like really thinking it over. I'm like, okay, so replace that with that, and yeah, critical
Mhm.
damage. I'm not doing critical damage for it to activate. So, yeah, I
Well,
think it should work
the
quite nicely.
really big thing is that it's got 1 second out of 7 downtime rather than 5 out of 15 downtime.
Yeah,
That was the big thing. So, if you're looking for burst damage, Venomous is all the way. But sustained, and I'm very, very curious as to what happens if your damage over time procs it as well.
yes, that could be
You
fun.
know, so it just means it's going to be continually rolling, like it never stops. Because, I mean, it's like it goes off and it starts affecting everybody around it. And then that gives you multiple chances for it to go off again as it's going around it.
Should be systemic.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. We shall see. How many?
What area were you running around in and collecting it though?
Oh, it's Hughes Bane. Sorry. Hughes Bane. Dude, if you want to do a harvest run, go to Hughes Bane.
Okay,
Zet's Displeasure Way Shrine,
yeah,
and then just do a circle around it.
that's cobwebby. Hey,
Hey, Cobwebby.
how was your weekend? Did you guys get lots of snow? Where's my snowman? Sorry, I couldn't resist.
I was going to say, if you're asking her to entertain you, you've got it the wrong way round.
What? It's we keep each other entertained with witty repertoire and chat. Ty, you're here too. How you doing?
Yeah.
Meh, fair.
Everybody's gotten that Weevil is online thing and gone, hey, Weevil hasn't been online for a long time. Let's
I
go see what's up.
I haven't been online the whole weekend.
I know.
I actually took a weekend off.
I know.
I
Mm.
uh, you got a new controller so you can play games again. Ah, dude, that's awesome. So you'll be streaming again. We got a little bit of snow last night, but it rained again. Boo! Rain sucks. I get rain all the time down here. I don't want rain. I want snow. Controller for your Xbox, right? Or is it a PlayStation? Oops. I gave Cyberpunk a chance on my PC.
Really?
Yeah, it actually runs.
How well?
Well, graphics are all on, everything's on low or medium.
Hmm.
Um, but it is still not bad. The texturing and everything in game is pretty decent. I I think my brain would probably blow, the back of it out on,
Hmm.
higher res, with a better graphics card and more RAM, but it's playable. I don't think I can do in much of the way of like hand-to-hand combat because there's a lot of moving around and I lose
Hmm.
track of my, where people are standing. But for
Okay.
gunfights and everything, it's
Hmm.
fine.
Cool
So
bananas.
I'm gonna give it a go.
Okay.
Kowabi says, my weekend is good. Boyfriend was here till Saturday. And then Ty was, wait, really? He can play. Ty says, Kowabi's boyfriend can play Apex with him. No, he can't. He's sleeping and he's probably going to sleep till supper time because he had a rough night. He wasn't feeling good. Ah, boo.
Oh, okay. Not the way I wanted that sentence to end. Mm.
um,
Stayed up till dawn and watched the snowfall.
probably didn't sleep well. Probably your stress. Yeah, yeah. Stress kept him up all night.
Ah.
I know it sounds bad, but it wasn't. It wasn't meant to sound bad.
My bank is full? How did that happen? More importantly, where are my key fragments if my bank is full?
Oh. Well, I gotta say, the one nice thing about checking out Cyberpunk 2077 is
Hmm.
everything that I recognize in game and how they've
Hmm.
just updated it and made it more modern.
Hmm. Hmm.
Like the AVs and the tactical trauma team and stuff like that. Ah,
Nice.
looks good. And lo and behold, they already got advertising for Mr. Stud
Oh, of course, yes.
without fail.
Shh.
All night, every night, and she won't even know.
Shh. We can believe that.
Kawabe says they watched
Mm.
the Sonic movie last night. Died laughing. It was really funny. It was good. The guy who always plays like the assist to the cartoon. What's his face? I think he's actually a very good like lead character for a good guy for like those sort of characters. It's very generic for him. But Jim Carrey, man, Jim Carrey was so good in that movie. Ah, it was so worth watching. Sonic was good too, had some good humor in it and stuff like that. But I mean, yeah, Jim Carrey just he aced it. And I think that ending as well with him on the other planet, he's just like, oh look, another challenge, and off he went. It's like he was totally happy. Okay, John, what are we up to?
Let's go do some celebration stuff.
Okay, I'm just getting rid of some
Mm.
stuff. Nothing to do.
It's not a problem at all. I'm not actually, yay, hoorah, let's go do this sort of thing,
Yeah.
because I've actually got almost everything.
Okay, I've got no clue what I
Um,
got. I've just been just doing it.
well, let's put it this way. I'm down one of the motifs that I wanted,
Uh-huh.
and then that's it. The rest, the Skull Explorer and the Dwarven stuff,
Yeah.
not a bother.
I haven't done any of the roots yet. I've just been collecting all of them. So,
You're going to need a lot of nickel and
yeah.
a lot of heartwood.
I think I should be okay. I have taken your word and I've been
Uh,
harvesting extra wood as I've been going.
Okay. So you've been getting wood on a regular basis.
Oh, yeah. Real teak.
God.
Ebony. Real tubby. If you remember correctly, that's from John Carpenter's Vampires.
Hmm.
If you know that line.
No.
When he goes like, so, like, kind of, Jack, I think his name is, when he makes fun of the padre, when he's
Mhm.
like, he kicks his ass. So, like, did you get a hard on? He's like, what? Did you get some wood? He's like, what? Chubby, teak, ebony. He's like, man, what the fuck's wrong with you? You're a
Yeah.
sicko. Then, like, right at the end, like, as he's walking off, it's like, so, padre, did you get a chubby? Like, oh, yeah. It was like, yeah, real teak, ebony, he was like hardwood, whatever, like us. And the guy's like, whoa there, Padre, whoa there. It's like, it's like total reversing characters. It was
Not
good.
what we needed.
It's a good movie, okay? It was great.
Mhm.
Okay, I've accepted, and why do I still have that? What is that? Merchant? No. Sell. Okay. Alright, John, where are you going to be? And I will travel to you. Oh, that's what that
I
is.
don't actually know. So hang on. Skywatch and Reaper's March. Okay, we leave the Reaper's March one until. Did I share both of them with you?
Yeah, you did.
Fantastic. Okay, let's go to Oriodon then.
Okay, I'll
I'll
travel
let you.
travel to you.
I'm traveling to the way shrine, so it'll probably say can't do it.
No, I'm saying when you get there.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
baby.
So apparently we need to look to the west to see a star.
Well, what's the cloud cover like? Hmm?
That's the west anyway.
Oh, north is that way, so west would be that way. Basically, where the sun went down.
Shh. What's that line from the song? The sun may rise in the east, at least it sets in a better location. I'm here.
Yep. Travel. Oh, Kawebi says, I think I busted his eardrums by laughing. How are you guys doing? How was your weekend? Yeah, weekend was good. I worked on Saturday. Yay. Well,
Hmm.
at least we're starting to get a little bit busier, but I don't know what the hell's going on with all the quarantining and yeah, everything's going downhill fast. But unfortunately, we also got some bad news that our martial arts coach, Mick,
Hmm.
had a heart attack and passed away.
Oh my God.
Yeah, they were in Bavion's Kloof. They were hiking up the mountain, and he said he
Hmm.
wasn't feeling too well and just collapsed.
Jesus.
Yeah, that
How old
was.
was he?
He's
I mean, if he's
40.
a martial arts
Yeah,
instructor,
40,
that's
45.
sheesh.
Might be a little
That's
bit older, but not by much. Yeah, so that was. Yeah, so we had to tell the girls, and yeah, it was. Yeah, it sucks. Anyway, so we'll find out when the memorial is and all that stuff, and just take it from there.
mm. Oh, step out the way, you stupid man. There we go.
One more to go. Come on.
Shh. Hmm?
There we go. Right.
Shh. Where are you at?
Well, it took me a long time throwing those balls, so now I'm gonna
Oh,
go and.
you don't have to stay at the way shrine to throw the balls.
I know,
A-
I know. I could have
As
done it
you,
on the way, but I like hitting the players, actual
yeah,
players.
as you move, you can actually throw at other players.
You can't see a freaking thing.
No.
Hmm?
Well, is it dark enough?
Well, there are stars already.
Well, it's just the lining of the two planets. That's what you're actually looking for.
Someone said the Star of Bethlehem is the first time it's shining since 1940.
No, it's not it's not an actual star. It's just the two planets that are very close together that are
Okay,
gonna.
well, I still can't see anything.
Okay, I'll come out and have a look for it later. Oh, ah, for goodness sake. Okay, all right. Let me go have a quick look. I'll be right back.
Not a problem.
2 dots just slightly closer together, as I thought they would be. Freaking
Fair enough.
nonsense about bright stars of Bethlehem. Nonsense.
I see. Something vexes thee.
Ah,
It's okay. I've used my time well. I've hunted down a treasure box chest, and I've used my auger for a lead.
ah.
So,
Kobe says she's a bit tired and a bit bored and don't know what to play or anything. Yeah, sometimes if you're a little bit down as well, that can actually be quite a demotivator. I mean, the past few weeks I've actually been actively noticing that I've been like very meh towards playing or like playing anything or watching anything, or you just meh, you meh it, like a lot. Um, so maybe you need to get a little more active, get the blood flowing,
mm,
exercise,
not a bad idea.
and
I
then
actually,
yeah, sorry, yeah,
I was just going to say, I actually went for a walk today
yeah.
during my lunch break.
I was going to get on my bicycle and cycle to work until I realized how freaking strong the wind is blowing. I was like, nope, that's not happening.
Yeah,
I'm
that
going to
would
take the
have been
car.
a mistake today.
Okay, I'm heading. I have to go talk to Patronus Galenus.
Yeah.
Oh, but you're
Mhm. I'm just here.
yeah, you're there already.
Yeah. Remember, I've used all this time to actually get here, so.
Alright. I just keep getting hit by more mud balls. I'm just standing there. It's like thunk, thunk, thunk. So even though you shared the thing, I still had to go talk to him.
Hmm. Yeah. You still have to turn it in yourself. Okay, the next one I've got is Bergama, I think.
Oh, of
Yeah,
course,
let me.
I have to take the message thingy. That's right. Okay, all right,
Yeah,
share away.
shared. Oh, now this one, we have to go to that faraway way shrine.
I don't have it, John.
Journal.
I still go. Oh, sorry, sorry,
Shh.
sorry, sorry. I haven't spoken to Breeder yet. Right.
Oh, oops. It's
Yeah.
the first thing to do.
Yes. Yeah. No, I ran past her. Okay, now you can share it.
Oh, okay, share.
Huh? You think because you're tired because you didn't sleep much either? Ah. So the both of you didn't sleep well last night. That's totally not suspicious at all.
Yes. Clearly, they were both stressed.
Yes. Yeah.
Um, the reason that we have to travel to the faraway way shrine is because I want to have a race.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Which one are we running to?
Couldn't tell you. Divad's Chagrin Mine Way Shrine.
Which map is that? Which?
Sorry, Alaka Desert.
Oh, thank you. Right. Okay.
Alternatively, travel to player.
I'm right there. Okay, traveling. Uh, Pretty sure I went to bed at 7 and I was up at 1. Yeah, 7 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock at night.
Okay.
All right.
On your marks, get set, go. Oh, okay. I actually had a bit of a head start there.
Oh, that's okay. No, don't
Let you
stop.
catch up.
All right.
Let you catch up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I am faster than you. Am I?
Yes. Yes, you are.
Fucking hell. That I'm amazed by.
No, that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Although Although,
Mm.
to be fair, I don't actually have any of that running equipment anymore that used to make me so
Yeah,
fast.
but now
Um,
here's the thing. Oh, okay.
because don't forget,
This,
it's a stamina build, and the vampirism only just gives me extended stamina. So I can run
no,
much further.
no, fair enough. But I mean, we're both pretty fast. But I
Yeah.
still want to see that
Oh, the full
orc
orc
of
build.
yours.
Yes.
Yeah, when he gets the coward's gear. Dude. Okay.
Gotta listen to the whole story, otherwise. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, 7 in the morning. Well, that's always actually fun time.
You in position?
Yes.
Go. Da 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 da.
I actually that often reminds me of the times that Cindy and I used to go out clubbing and get home at like 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and you're still like pretty hyped from the night out, and you
Mm-hmm.
just hang
You can't,
around like
you can't go to sleep.
you
Yeah.
can't go to sleep. You're like still quite very much on a buzz. So eventually, like you just like your body just gives up on you completely, and you're just like, oh, I'm asleep.
Are you are you done? Oh, you passed me already.
Oh, I thought you were in front of me.
No, I was actually behind you.
Ah, you'll
It's not
catch
a
up.
problem. Shh. Hmm. You see, I was specifically waiting so I could heal you
Oh, right.
because I noticed you were on, but you seem to have managed that yourself quite nicely.
Yeah, to get some free healing in.
Uh,
So when did you get the dragon?
Dragon? Oh, no, I've had him for a long time.
Ah, because
That was when.
the only
Hmm?
one that I have is that one that changes. The
Oof.
uh,
I can't actually tell you. This came. It was like because I had an achievement or something, but it wasn't anything special. And then Luca went and activated it. I'm actually a bit irritated with it
oh,
because when I'm, doing my stealthy stuff
yes,
and
gets in
I'm
the
trying
way.
very hard, it gets in the way, or it sits just behind me and the wing flaps just at the top of the screen,
Yeah,
and you're like, oh fuck, what was that? Oh,
yeah. It's the
because
same
you're like,
reason why I don't like the Daedra. That's why I'm
yeah,
glad I don't have the Daedra because it annoys me. And yet, funny enough, when Danny's always using them, they're always in front of my screen. You're like, why?
mm-hmm,
It's like, because they're cool. They're not cool for me, damn it.
mm-hmm,
No, but I must admit my favorite one so far is definitely either the hot pepper gar
mm-hmm.
or the patrak rat pack rat.
Yeah, the pack rat is pretty cool.
Yeah,
Okay, you want me to share?
yeah, please.
Sharing away. Mm.
I actually woke up this morning and checked to see if you were live because normally you're live around 1 my time. Ah, was that ye- yesterday? This morning? This morning.
It's Stonefall's Davin's Watch.
Stonefalls. Devon. There we go. Boink. Straight from the bottle. Glasses be damned. Totally drinking unhealthy tonight. Drinking pineapple Fanta. This way. It was a toss up between pineapple Fanta and grape Fanta.
But if
Yeah, I saw that you guys were all on last night, but it was already like 10:30 something.
we were on very briefly.
Ah,
Danny
okay.
was just popping in to explain why she hadn't been on for quite some time, and then Rob literally popped in. I think we spoke a few words, and then I logged off.
Ah, okay. All right.
So
So it was because I mean it was late for you already. So.
yeah, it was really late for me. But like I say, the entire weekend I've been here all by my lonesome.
Aww.
Like, you're wrong, unfair.
Yeah, Sunday I
Uh,
actually had quite a marathon of Netflix. I
oh,
watched the first season of Alice in Borderland, which is a Japanese anime manga. They basically
mhm,
created a TV series of it, and all people get transported like they get shifted sideways into an alternate dimension,
mhm,
in Tokyo, and
yeah.
they have to compete in these games
Mm,
for a card, out of a playing deck.
mhm,
And so the type of card dictates the type of game, whether it's hearts,
mhm,
spade, clubs, that kind of thing, and the
mhm.
number then dictates the difficulty level. And yeah, it was actually pretty cool. I mean, usual like sort of Japanese
Mhm,
kind of style to it, where everything is a little more drawn out and there's a lot of exposition during certain phases. But the games are
yeah.
actually done quite well. They're quite enjoyable.
Okay. Well,
Um,
fair enough.
and then I started watching Stay Home, which is another Japanese TV series. Where the
Yeah.
hell am I going? Oh, we're going to the middle one. That's right.
Yeah. Fish stink. Have you danced there?
I have to head to Ebony Flask now.
Eben, okay. Travel to me once I've finished, once I've map moved out,
Yeah.
and you'll rock up at the way shrine straight away. Unless you're at or close to Davon's Watch way shrine.
I probably was, but
No, I mean, go there then. Six of one and two threes. I was just hoping to
I think
speed
I've
it
gone
up
the
for
wrong
you.
way around. Watching you guys is my favorite part of my day during the week. Aww.
Fantastic.
And the fact that you
Sh-
always pop in makes it a thing. Yeah. Wow. Sorry, my
sh-
brain is a little more jumbled than usual, so
I'm
sorry.
here.
Uh, but the fact that you log in and keep us company also makes it definitely a
Very
favorite part of our day.
appreciated.
I think it's
Mm.
fantastic. I mean, you guys were all chatting the other night, which was really cool, to Princess Peach and Proteo Princess, and you guys were having a full-on conversation. It was just awesome to watch,
I
to
still reckon
read.
we got to get them into the Discord.
Oh no, good grief! All these ladies talking in the Discord. Oh no.
Here's an idea. What you can set up is uh, Weevil's, I don't know, Weevil's chat.
Reels gossip.
So basically,
Reels.
they can actually log into the Discord and chat, but it won't be on the same thing that we're on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then how can I hear them? But then, yeah, do we want to hear them?
Fuck, good point.
Hmm.
I didn't want to end up with it cross-contaminating.
Yes. Yeah, unless of
You
course
know,
you actually had a day of just hanging out and chatting and doing something minor where the game isn't actually important. You know.
you could do that on your painting days
Oh, it's true. Yeah.
quite easily.
Which I got to,
Invite everybody in.
which I really got to actually carry on doing.
Get started
I
then.
haven't set up my new light or anything yet.
That's disgusting.
I know.
I actually saw something very interesting the other day. Um, I was going through all assorted channels, as you know I do,
Hmm.
and I came across one where you definitely had, the main streamer, but then and she was on the bottom of the screen, but then there were two other webcam streams
Yes.
that were there as well.
Yes, I've
Was
seen
so
it
that
before as well. I don't know how
I
they do that yet.
I would definitely love to know how they do that, and whether or not those people are actually in the same room or if it's cross cut. Which also made me think: have you considered moving the position of your camera down a little bit?
Well, it sits on top of my monitor.
No,
Um,
no, no, not the camera. Where it shows in your stream.
oh, right. Um, I
Here's
think I
the
originally had it on the other side, and then
okay.
yeah. But the thing is, below there is actually my announcement thingy. That's where my little animation pops up when Someone
Mm.
uh, joins becomes a follower, or if they subscribe, or if they donate or cheer with bits, then that little section between the little
Mm-hmm.
bar and the announce and my picture thing, my
Mm-hmm.
webcam.
Have you considered moving that? Here's why. I have noticed that all of well, okay, let's rephrase that. A majority of those who've got the most views seem to have their cameras lower down.
Hmm.
It's anecdotal, so don't take my word on it. But, you know, I mean, so far of all of the ones that I've gone through, one who's got a lot of viewers has his up top.
That's interesting.
Again, completely anecdotal, so I could be horribly wrong.
I should probably move things around a bit anyway, just to keep it fresh,
Mm.
hip, yo.
Shh. There's another one, an Australian guy. He calls himself the Man Romancer because his favorite character is a necromancer, and he's not as queer as Two Bob Note, but he's definitely gay.
He's definitely up there. Yeah.
Okay, he's actually got multiple webcams on his computer,
Right.
and he switches between them.
Yes. I've
And
seen
that's
people.
like,
Yeah, but they've got those
okay,
those streamer panels, those buttons, those
mm,
quick thing buttons that they just
yeah.
basically push and whatever. Oops. Last night I got to actually play with a streamer and talk to them in the
W-
Discord, and it was fun. You can actually talk to us in our Discord too.
This is true. In fact, we're quite insulted that you haven't chosen to do so yet, considering the secrets and the moments that we have shared. Just putting it out there. I've got to be AFK quickly. Back in
Okay,
a bit,
dude.
Weevil.
Alrighty. But he hasn't shared the mission. Well, once you've done your stream of you building your computer, then, you know, I think it will be easier for you to then just hang out with us as well. I mean, yeah, granted, uh, all our stuff is PC, but like I said, once you get your PC up and running, it'd be kind of cool. What is going on? I'm getting like a little blip on my notifications the whole time. Okay, just close that. Uh-huh. Huh? Okay, back. What? I don't have enough crowns for that. I think I'm going to make it a 2021 project. Take a few months to learn about it, then start. A few months? No! Just do yourself a favor and go onto YouTube and look at Henry Cavill's thing where he builds a computer, and then just copy him. You'll be fine. It'll take you like 2 hours.
And I'm
There's
back.
Cobbaby says she's going to make it a 2021 project and take a few months to learn about it, then start. I just told her, no, that's ridiculous. She's got to just watch Henry Cavill's YouTube thing of him building a PC and then
Hmm.
just go from there.
Yeah, pretty
Yes.
much.
Yeah.
Gonna put it down as a project because what you can do is you can Google each step.
But I mean, yeah,
Oh.
but think about it. I mean, it's not going to be much of a stream if you have like just your motherboard and then you just
Mm.
plug one thing into it.
Yeah, true. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, you could probably get everything together and then stream it in one
One go. Yeah.
sitting.
Yeah, and it's gonna be
Mm.
lots of swearing and cursing and cutting of fingers and blood spraying everywhere and yelling and cursing the dark gods. Uh,
Okay, you got to stop watching that Japanese anime, dude. You're scaring me. No, wait, I take that back. You're scaring me more than usual.
Aw. Hey, I do our best not to talk about Cyberpunk because I was really enjoying it.
Oh, let's not go there.
I'm actually quite surprised on how well it actually works on my PC.
Hmm.
Um, where are we going?
Castle Elcare. Oh,
Eldron.
Stormhaven,
Oh,
sorry.
Stormhaven.
Yeah, I'm here already if you want to travel to me.
There you
Yeah.
are. Yeah, and basically, Stay Home is focused on a block of flats, and like there's some kind of mutation that's going around, and people are
Mm-hmm.
mutating into like a wide variety of like different monsters.
Mm.
And yeah, also it's pretty cool.
Sounds freaky awful.
Yes. That's this way, that's up here, that's jump, and that's this way.
Hello.
Hello! Meow.
And then over you go.
Yep.
Okay.
That's right. Yeah, of course. My issue is
Mm.
getting all the parts to build it. I don't have a job or anything.
Downside.
Yeah. But that's why you've got your stepdad who loves you lots and lots. No, to be fair, it's uh
Mm.
yeah, job, money, that thing. Yeah, that does suck.
Enjoy it while you're at home. Because, yeah, you've got lots more disposable income at that point than in future.
Yeah, the more you can study and work from home, study, work, home slash thing, then
Hmm.
the better it actually is in the long run. I kept trying to tell Emily this, but she's like, she can't wait to like get a job and move out, which is understandable. I mean, yeah, we just have a clash of personalities, so it can be difficult. But at least we all know that we're still there and we still care for each other. It's just we do.
Mm.
We have a lot of strong-willed people in one house, which makes it a problem.
Da- That's, what is it? The monster you created.
Yes,
She's a product of your own success, dude.
yeah, the Emily monster.
Hmm. Well, no, if you've succeeded as parents, you will raise a strong-willed, independent young woman who is
Yeah,
unfortunately going to end up as a strong-willed,
strong-willed,
independent young woman.
independent young woman.
There's not much you can do about it.
Nope.
I know. And of
Oh
course, if you
woe! Like I said, also like oh woe to the poor boy that they set their eyes on. That poor
mm,
bastard.
uh, but I mean, that's the. Oh, anyway, okay. Ah,
Anyway, so Alicia and Luca popped up here yesterday.
yes, they went to go see my parents.
Yeah, had a good chuckle at them.
Mm.
Alicia was like, "Why didn't I stay at aunt?" And
And fortunately, Luca is a strong-willed and independent young boy.
yes, but
So,
also the fact that all
mm,
the voices of his toys are like babies. And it's like
yeah,
Alicia's like, "Nope, tomorrow he's turning 7. No more baby voices."
I hate to say it, but I think the trouble is that he's lonely
Yes.
because he's only going to school 2, sometimes 3 days a week, 3 days out of any given week. And, there's no kids to play with in the complex anymore. Even if there were, he couldn't play with them.
Yes. Yeah. It
So,
is. It is rough. Riley struggled a lot too.
mm,
Oh, Kobe says, I'm hoping to get into a program that starts in January. I get paid $200 a week and it's 8 to 10 weeks long. Oops, let me accept that. And at the end of the program, I get to do a work experience. I'm thinking of trying to get a job where I can work from home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're gonna have to find something to work from home.
Nah.
Unfortunately, that's
Mm.
the unavoidables. I mean that's the reason why we all started streaming in some capacity or another. Me is probably to inflict our madness on others. Uh, where are we going? Where are you, John? I can't freaking see you.
Shadowfen. Sorry.
Over there.
I'm you'll have to forgive me. I'm so used to doing this that I know by instinct exactly where to go and what to do that I'm doing it without even thinking about it. I should be
My
announcing or something.
my problem is I'm accepting your missions before I actually even look at them, so that the little pop-up thing disappears. Um,
Uh,
so yeah, okay, this is the fishing one. That's cool. I'm on my way.
I see you. I've got a histmug blobfin for you.
I may actually have one or two already as well.
Fair enough.
No, one of the others, so we can trade.
I love that you can actually keep them between quests.
Okay, inventory. What do I have? I have the.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I got a hist.
Mm. Oh,
What?
you got a blobfin.
Just. Yeah. Okay. I've got one blobfin,
Oh, okay. Don't
and
worry
I
then.
have a. I thought I. No, man. I thought there was one I could give you.
Mm. Oh, sorry. Didn't even think about that. I've got a black marsh cucumber and a blobfin. I
Oh,
just need
okay.
the creeping leech.
Okay. So you. I don't think. No, I don't have the creeping leech. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that's the only one I need is the creeping leech.
Ditto. So we'll just have to stick it out and see what happens. Oddly enough, it's the cucumber which is the one that most people seem to struggle with.
Hmm.
Yeah. That's my fourth blobfin. This reminds me, we need to go fishing sometime.
Yes. I'm just waiting to hear from a girl to get something made up. Then I'm set. Just need to wait to see if I made the cut. Well,
Mm.
keep your
Keep
fingers
fingers
crossed.
crossed.
Thumbs. Any other? Oh, damn it. Okay,
Happens.
I can get it from here. Whoop.
Well, hooray for you. Oh, for God's sake, how many blobfins can you pick up?
Okay, I picked up the creeping leech.
Well done. Go travel off to the place and...
Oh, I was gonna do it again to see if I could pick one up for you if you don't pick it up
Ah,
again.
good point, actually. Yes, please do.
Cucumber.
Double our chances.
Damn it.
No, no, no. I need the leech.
Yeah, that's just
Yeah.
what I pulled now.
Oh, I thought that's what you were saying I needed. Ah, got it.
Okay, cool.
Let's go.
I gotta finish this one.
Let's go pick a fight instead.
Oh, let's do that. Come on already. Oh, typical. This is gonna be like the longest one ever. Surprise, motherfucker! Ah, so you want to fight, huh? Mano y mano. Man to man. Just you, me, and my guards. Ah, Robin Hood Men in Tights. You just can't go wrong with that.
That movie had so many quintessential moments that were
Ah,
just...
so good. So good. That and Spaceballs.
Yeah. Do you know that between the three of us, my brother, my sister, and I could do the whole thing word for word?
Yeah.
The entire movie, including the subtitle.
uh, I like how I can tell you all this like we're best friends. Yes. I think it's awesome too.
Well, one, I mean, we're not best friends, but we definitely do have a relationship. It's kind of
Yeah,
cool the way that the internet brings together people from,
all
you know,
over the
all
world.
over the world.
But also,
It's
what I
just,
like, yeah, but like I pointed
mm,
out the other day, it's like if you don't enjoy the stream, you leave.
yeah,
Like-minded
true.
people tend to stay. So we
Aha.
will we will get along if you're still if you're still watching us, then there must be some reason for it.
Mm.
you know, they,
Morbid curiosity?
more like a very masochistic
Yeah, okay.
sadism. Big words. I can't do it.
Look, what you do in the
I can't.
bedroom is entirely between you and Cindy. I don't know, like, value you guys as friends and don't need to know any of that.
Oh, okay. Damn. And I'm running the long way around. Should have been going.
Well done. Mm.
Okay. Ooh, and there is a survey here for me too.
Nice. Ta-da. Done. Where is your survey?
Well, it's back almost right next to another way shrine, so I can actually run back to the way shrine and then. Yep.
Okay.
Sometimes I just
Mm-hmm.
sometimes I just watch to chat, even if I don't
Mm-hmm.
really like the game. Well, that's the whole point, I mean, it's the actual like
Get
people
something out of it.
interaction. It's the people interaction. I mean, most of the time I don't care what other people are playing. I mean, I chat to them and I bug them, or I'll save up channel points and I'll redeem them so they can, I can affect their games. Like Xavier the Savior, or is it? No, wait, it's not Xavier. It's oh crap, 90. When he's playing Apex, he has a channel redemption point thing where I can make him drop his weapon. Especially when he's happy, where he's like, "Oh yeah, I got the P90 something something whatever." I'd be like, I pay in like 2,000 points, and I'd be like, "Drop that weapon." He's like, "No, I just got that weapon." It's like, muhaha, cue evil laughter.
You're a bastard.
Well, I'm sorry, but he put it there as an option. It wasn't like I
Yeah, true.
forced him.
True, true. No, I mean, if it's there as an option, it's got to be used.
hmm And that's my survey done. Okay,
Oh, sorry, I'm just coming up to my treasure map now. But you can head back to Breda in the meantime.
will do. Oh, of course, it's this one. Damn it, I have to run all the way around. Ugh. Well, imagine if you were in the Discord and you didn't have to type all the time. Just saying, just saying.
Just putting it out there,
Then we can
letting it
we
be said.
then we can hear your accent, and
This is true.
yeah, that's always the fun part.
Actually, you know what the really, really cool part about it is, though? Because we're South African, we'll be the ones with the weird accents. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, you sound normal to me. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm sure I do to you as well.
Yes.
But to anybody else who pitches in, it's going to be like, okay, I can hear the girl, but who are the two weird guys that she's talking to and where are they from?
It was the same sort of thing with when
Hmm.
Mindroid, Danny and I were playing Phasmophobia.
Hmm.
Um, it was interesting because Danny's got like a little bit of English twang to her thing, but primarily
True,
she's
true.
still very much South African. And then you
Hmm.
got me, and then you've got Mindroid, who uh yeah, it was like it, a whole different accent dialect. It was
Where's
So
Mindroid
bizarre.
from?
Hmm?
Where's Mindroid from?
Mindroid's American.
Ah, okay.
Um, I don't know where exactly.
Americanese.
Americanese. Yes, she's
He's
Americanese.
United Statesian.
Yes. Oh, Kobubi says, you guys sound normal to me. That just makes us
Uh-oh.
want to hear your accent more now.
Oh, yes. Shh.
I-
The important thing to remember is you don't sound like you think you do in your skull.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
You know.
it's weird. It's taken me a long time to get used to actually hearing my own voice played back to me.
Mm-hmm.
Because I
Mm-hmm.
sound like my brother. I hear my brother's
No,
voice when I listen to myself, so
no,
it's
you do
weird.
not. You definitely do not sound like Greg. But then again, I'm listening from outside of your skulls, so
Yeah.
yeah. Shh. But yeah, I was listening to myself in the for the early streams. One, it was like because it was so quiet, and two, it's like, man, I sound like a pompous twat.
It's why we
It
keep
was,
you around, obviously.
the thing is, there's, when you say something and you can hear the inflections in your voice,
Hmm.
so you know that you're going for sarcastic humor.
Yes.
And then when you listen to it and it doesn't come out sounding like sarcastic humor, it comes out sounding like arrogant twattishness. It's like, um,
That's not
yeah,
how I wanted that to come out. Doesn't want it to
it's not
sound
what
like
I meant.
that. Oh, when I rewatch
Mhm.
my streams to make sure they sound okay, I sound weird sometimes. Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Of all the streams I've ever tried watching for Cobwebby, I've never once heard her speak. So
Yeah,
which are these streams?
well, you got to rewatch her stuff on her channel, but if you
Hmm.
can catch her streaming, it's better. But also, she was also struggling with her microphone because it gets plugged into her controller, and her controller was iffy.
Ah, okay.
So hopefully now that'll be sorted out. But the next thing on her list should be a new headset,
Hmm.
if I
Okay.
remember correctly.
See, the biggest problem is that a lot of the times when I'm watching, it's because I'm at work. So I'm not actually watching, I'm just listening in the background
Right.
and then occasionally glancing over. So to be honest, when I did, you know, drop in on Cobwebby streams, there wasn't anything to hear. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, let's
Yeah, because
flick
if
to
no
the
one's
left and move
chatting,
on to the next one.
yeah, because if she's not playing with, so yeah. So I'm talking to you in
Yeah.
the third person here, Cobwebby. But if you're not talking to somebody, like if you're not playing with them, or if someone's not chatting to you in the thing, then he's not going to hear you. So yeah. But
Yeah.
I also
So,
I tend to be very quiet as well when I'm playing solo and no one's talking to me. And then I'll just
mhm.
kind of just do, and I'll kind of mumble to myself a little bit as I'm playing. But yeah, definitely not nearly as engaging uh, without John, Danny, and Rob. So,
You can thank me with money. Ooh, and empty soul gems.
oh yeah, I should have some more of those.
Yeah. If you've got a stack of 200 of them, I'll pay you 2,500 gold for them.
I don't think I've got a full stack yet.
Not critical. Just remember to keep it in mind. I've picked up the next one. Have you turned it in?
I'm waiting for you to share.
Have shared?
I was looking for soul gems. I've got 84 empty ones.
Hold on to them. Let me know when you've got them.
Okay.
I'll steal them. Steal them, fill them,
Oh,
flog them.
yeah, alright, there we go. I have a new headset. I need a new controller.
Aha.
Ty's got a new controller. You could borrow Ty's.
I am in Raulka. No, sorry, I'm in Reaper's March.
Reaper's March. Okay, cool.
Yeah, but I'm right next to the Imperial Shrine. So you can travel to me and then turn that one in.
Oh, for the old way.
Yeah, the old
That's
life.
it's a different place for me.
It's not Reaper's March.
No,
Oh, that's bull dust. Apologies
my
for that.
one is no. It's fine. I think it's always different though. Let me just check my journal. Okay, for the old one, I have to go to Bankarai.
Bankarai. Okay, apologies then. In that
Eh,
case, you can travel back down to Raulka. and we can go turn in this one, and then I'll travel with you to Bankarai.
Okay. No worries. Okay, fingers crossed for you asked dear stepfather
Hmm.
for once, so fingers crossed.
Fair enough. Keep fingers crossed.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is the worst time of the millennium
Yeah.
for big outlays of money.
Yeah.
It's terrible. I actually had built up quite a huge savings, and I was very, very happy with myself
Yeah.
because it's one of the Discovery Bank, things that you've got to do. And then Luca's school fees, we can pay them off from February to October, 10 months.
Yeah.
But if you pay them before February, you get a 7% discount. And if you pay them before the end of December, you get a 10% discount. But that's, pay in full.
Yes.
And I had to sit there for a long, long time and then just think, okay, so what I'll do is I'll pay it off, in full, get the 10%
Ouch.
discount, which is nice. And then what I'll do is I'll up the amount that I put into the savings each month to cover that back. But it
Still, it
was a
hurts.
long, long decision
Yeah.
because, of course, now this is affecting my interest rates on the credit card and on the investments and stuff like that. So it's like,
Yeah, it is a tough one, dude. I mean, I'm looking at Emily's orthodontics, and
yeah,
the way that they're saying either, I pay a deposit of 7,000 rand and then pay off the rest over the next year
hmm
or two, okay,
hmm
or I pay in the full amount and get 10% off.
that's not going to happen.
Yeah, so it's like either
Um,
I take out a loan or I extend the credit card, that kind of, those are my options at the
yeah,
moment. So it's just,
I was
ugh.
going to say, even if you take out a loan, the 10% gets soaked up by the loan repayments.
Yeah, but if I borrow enough, I can
Uh,
probably pay off something else, and then I could free up a
Fair
little
enough.
extra, which is, how I'm
Yeah,
trying to,
fair enough.
how I could possibly justify it. So I free up,
hmm
like, if I pay off my credit card with the loan, do
hmm
Emily's orthodontics, then that frees up like an extra 500 rand a month to go towards the loan kind of thing.
Fair enough. Fair
So
enough.
I'm still thinking about it.
Uh,
Once we get there, I'll figure something out.
you know, I really thought that adultery would be more fun than this.
Yes.
The impression I was given was that adultery was quite a bit of fun. Mm.
Wrong kind of adultery, I think. I think what the word that you're looking for is adulting. Adulting,
Adulting.
not
Yes, adultery.
adultery.
hmm
I had a controller that works, but the jack broke, and when we went to buy a new one, we couldn't because nowhere had them in stock, so I had to buy one that plugged in. Okay.
Mm.
You're now back. You can come talk to me, or you're going to keep sulking. Yeah.
Did you pick up the next one?
No, I picked up my cat.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking you're faster than me. You should actually be able to picking these up.
You're the leader. It's your job.
Sure.
Thanks, boss. No! Why? How am I supposed to find you now?
Problem solved.
That's a bullshittery as a
Actually,
foot.
hang on. Sorry, I forgot you don't have that mini map. Try pass it back. It's not a problem.
Going to Graffwood.
Going to Grotwood.
Who keeps saying the worst idea? Well, actually, we said it to everybody who's team leader.
That's true. But
Uh,
actually, to be honest, the mantle often enough falls onto Rob, and nobody complains too much about that.
yes.
You know, yeah. But Danny, because it's great getting the reactions out of her. Me, because it's a very, very bad idea. And you, because you keep getting us into trouble.
Ah, yes. I can't deny that.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? There you are. Okay.
Right, where
Oh
are you?
yes, of course. This is the one running around the side of the mountain and then killing the creatures and donating all my money, my hard-earned money,
Yes.
John. This one sucks.
Shh. To be honest, I'm pretty sure you don't have to donate the money, but yeah, I've not actually bothered trying it. Because here's the thing, every time you turn in a box, you get 300 gold.
Ah,
So it's like, at the end of the day, you're going to get 3,000 gold. What's 347? It's really not an issue.
10%, John. It's 10%. Man, this horse is not faster than me running. The only thing I can upgrade now on it is my speed. Everything else has been done already.
Yeah, that's a great place to be. It's
Yay!
okay. I got you.
Yay!
There they are.
Oh, I didn't donate. Ha 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 ha.
Oh,
Return to Breda, optional steps, donate to the temple.
interesting.
Although more creatures do appear, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
That's
and I like typing to you. Besides, I don't join Discord calls unless I'm asked to.
good. Cobwebby, please join us in Discord.
Now you can't get away.
No pressure now.
You can pop in and say hi. We can clip it as a
We
visit.
won't. Yes, we'll clip it as a visit. We won't hold you to have to stay in and have a conversation with. But right now, you hold the power. You have heard us, and we have not heard you.
Dun dun dun. No pressure. Jeez, John, lay on a little thick there. Damn.
Oh, well, okay, in that case, considering the relationship of trust that is built up from our side. Okay, I can't keep that going with a straight face. Sorry.
Okay, well, with the money that
Uh,
I saved, I didn't have to donate. I'm going to use that to fast travel back to East March. So as opposed
you
to that 300 and something odd, I've saved 160 gold.
okay? I just want you to think of the starving orphans crying into their empty bowls at night, shivering under their blankets that are insufficient.
Because I didn't give them their gold. Hey, I killed the
You
creatures. That was.
stingy, selfish, self-involved, self-centered.
Have you met Elarath?
She's not as bad as Bad Kitty, let's be
No,
honest.
no, 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 definitely not. Yay, she
You
says she'll
know,
join for a few minutes then. It
fantastic.
doesn't even have to
You
be a
don't
few
have.
minutes.
Wait, no, I've just realized. We can't. She can't. Danny and Rob aren't here. I mean, can we honestly and objectively, have the first time that Cobwebby comes onto the channel be when Danny and Rob are not here?
That's a good point.
I mean, I know we can, but should we?
She'll have to pop in twice then.
And we'll have to just keep very quiet about the first time.
Yeah, otherwise
I
Danny will just
like
have a
it.
shit fit.
No, 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 I like it. Actually, this is probably a good thing, because knowing Danny, she would probably end up just monopolizing the chat for the next 20 minutes
Yes.
as her and Cobwebby just carry on going.
Okay, waiting for the next one.
Okay,
I'm going to run to Bankarai then.
okay, you sure?
Uh,
Because it's
well,
right here.
what is it? Is it the plunge? It's the
Yep.
plunge. Okay,
It's the plunge.
the plunge. You can always just wait. Oh, you see, now you're just finding excuses not to join us.
No. All jokes aside, it would be nice to hear your voice, just so that we could know what we're talking about and imagine it when you're typing, but it is not critical. Oh, hang on.
How the fuck do I
AFK,
get out of
quick.
here? Is it this way? I thought it would be quicker if I actually traveled by the way shrine, but jeez. Ah, there it is. Did I jump the wrong way? No, I've gone the right way. Okay. No. Yeah, it's not a it's when I say it like this, it's not the way I make it. I want it to sound, but it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal, and you're not required to sit and chat and keep a conversation going. You can pop in, you can say hi, you can we can ask you one or two questions, whatever. Keep a conversation going for 30 seconds, and then you could say bye. I'll chat to you later, or okay, guys, I'll check you in a bit. There's absolutely no pressure. If you don't, if you're not comfortable with it yet, then don't do it yet. Wait for more people to be on so we can have a bigger chat. There's no pressure. Just thought it'd be cool. Of course, now John's here. John's not here, so you can imagine like popping in, you saying hi, and you're leaving, and John be like, "Where is she? Where is she?" Oh, that burns. And I'm gonna jump. Whee! Bug
And I'm
drop.
back.
Oh, you missed her. Sorry, dude. She popped in, she said
Oh,
hi, and she logged out again.
oh, well, not the end of the world. At least I can still feel special when Danny arrives.
No, I'm joking. She hasn't done it yet. She just says she's
Okay.
just a little nervous, is all.
Okay, well, that was actually one of the reasons why I suddenly realized, time to backpedal just a little bit. Because, the jokes aside, when you are happy, speaking for myself here, and I think for Weevil, would love to hear you, but when you are happy,
Yeah, yeah.
the whole idea is,
It's fun.
make you happy.
It's
But
fun.
also so we can put a name, not a name. You can imagine the typing, you can imagine the voice and the type.
I mean, I
But
remember a friend of mine. She finally heard my voice,
mhm.
which was Cat, and she said it was not what she was expecting. To be honest, I mean, um, she kind of had an idea of what I would sound like, but she was still expecting it to be probably more Americanized.
Mm, we ain't Americans.
Nah, we ain't got no twang in our voices. And the only
I
time
don't know. I think I can manufacture twang.
twang.
Uh, uh, when we were role playing and I was the American, and Danny was getting pissed off with me. I think I know why she was.
Well,
She's looking at me with this really, really weird look on her face, like,
the only time I
"What are
had
you
to put
doing?"
on a voice, an American voice, was when oh boy, I hate to say it, especially when it's thing, but there was a scene we were doing American history, and it was during the period of the gold miners and stuff like that, but I
Mhm.
had to be a Ku Klux Klan member. They were looking for tall people to be tall and imposing, and the gentleman, we stood there in the road, and this African American drives up in his car, and we force him out of his car. We tell him to get out the car and come here, boy. Had to put on a real Southern accent, and so he comes up to us. It's like, "Oh, sir, I don't want no trouble. I'm just passing through." And then like the other guy who's dressed up standing next to me goes, "Hey, that's Smith's boy. No, he's a good guy. He's okay. And I kind of eyeball him for a while, and then I time to go off. But your that was the scene with your dad, John.
Oh no.
That was one where we had to all dress up, and
Hmm.
and they were like, "Okay, so who can put on an American accent?" And I was like, I guess I could do it. So that's my only speaking role, and they never finished producing it,
Oh.
so I couldn't even find it. But yeah, so I mean, it was loads of fun. I mean, when we thought they were joking, and they're like, okay, you
Oh,
guys, you gotta put
hang
these
on.
on. We're like,
AFK.
and we just looked at them, and yeah, we're like, no, you're joking, right? We don't have to put those on. Oh, oh. Maybe I'll wait till everyone is in the chat, then I'll come say hi. My last name is Smith. What? It's not. So it's Cobwebby Smith. Is that what you're saying? But don't you? But you keep your Discord name is the same as your online name, isn't it? I'm pretty sure your post was on Discord under Cobwebby. Yeah, it is the same. Okay. So your surname is Smith, and then we've got John, who's Smithen, and then probably mine's the oddest one, which is Alum. I'm forever cursed to pronounce it, spell it. Wait. Haley. Wait. Last name is Smith. But that's what I said. Your surname is Smith. So it's not called Webby Smith. It's a lie. Oh, you changed everything to your tag. Yeah, it makes sense. Anything online should be your gamer tag name anyway. I mean, like everything for me is Weevil Knievel, so. Hey, you. Gotta irritate the cat. Irritate the cat. Yes, irritate the cat.
Aha! The mighty mosquito hunter returns.
So I'm just irritating Samara. She
Fair enough.
is the most uncuddliest cat I could possibly ask for,
Mm-hmm.
which seems to be a trait for my cats.
Fair enough.
I mean, Moogle also didn't like being snuggled and stuff. You had to let her decide to come sit next to you of her own volition. Volition. Volition?
Yeah.
Okay.
Volition.
Volition.
Right. That one.
That one.
That word. I've got the next one. It's in Betnik.
Oh, haven't you done you've done all your
Jumping.
water
Yeah.
jumping already? Oh,
Have you not?
I've just done my last one now.
Sorry, dude. This whole sharing isn't actually working out very well.
Ah, it's fine.
Although for one or two of them it does. Mm-hmm.
I'm the second streamer who you've told your first name to. Only the second one. Shouldn't I have been the first? Why am I not the first, John? I thought I was special.
This reminds me of that BMW ad where they're talking about, used cars and whatnot.
Yeah.
And they've got a picture of a girl, you can see her face and she's lying down. And the caption at the bottom is, you're not the first. But do you really care?
Jeez.
So,
Holy cow.
exactly, you're not the first. But do you really care? Shh, shh.
Damn. Well, I
Uh,
mean,
what
you know,
else?
you know my first name. Yeah, I'm Nick. This is John, Rob,
No, it's
Danny.
not. Shh. I am John Smith.
Well, don't
Really,
joke
really
because
I am.
because Cobwebby's surname is Smith.
Oh, okay. Well, Booker's surname's Smith as well, so
Ah,
was it? Fuck, I can't remember now.
yeah. I think it is. Yeah,
Yes, no, it was. It
it's
was, yeah.
Jonathan.
Jonathan Smith.
Yeah.
So, Dagobah. Have you turned in?
I'm gonna go do the old one quick.
Oh, okay.
Oh shit! I think I've run to the wrong place. Of course I have. Bankarai. I'm in Bankarai. Okay, now I am going the right way. Okay. Haley is a nice name, by the way.
Hey, it's my cousin's name.
It's got a nice ring to it. I think it was one of the names we possibly were thinking about
Yes.
for one of our girls.
Yes, it was. I remember. There was a big discussion about that. Fuck, I
Oh,
can't remember where that was, though.
quite some time ago. I
Yeah,
think
it
it was for Holly
was.
or Riley. Riley might have been a Haley at one stage.
Uh, fuck, I can't remember. I know it was a party or a gathering or something like that. Anyway. Cindy seemed quite enamored of it.
Mm. Well, she wanted to call Emily Lilith. I said, you realize it's
Yes, I
going to end
remember
up
that.
being Lily? She's like, no, everyone's going to call
Hmm.
her by her full name. Like, that's not going to happen.
That is not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. Hang on a second, let me just get there quick.
That's like, what is it in The Hangover? When that one scene when they're in the desert and the phone rings and he picks up and he speaks and she goes, "I'm getting married tomorrow," and he goes, "Yeah, that's not going to happen." Not.
Okay, alright. Cobwebby says, I count 90 and Oxy, Onyx Moon. One streamer, because they stream together sometimes, and I told them because they brought up Eminem, and my mom named me after his daughter Haley Jade. Just spelt my
Okay.
name, my first name, wrong. Well, not wrong, differently.
Oh, don't worry. My dad spelled my name wrong on the
Birth
birth certificate.
certificate.
Oh yeah, no, quite very badly. What he wrote was John, which you might expect. Okay, but what my mother really, really wanted was Philip.
Yeah, it wasn't supposed to be John at all.
Yes. Like, got that one wrong, didn't you,
she,
Dad?
yeah, she was a little upset.
Hmm. Did I ever tell that story about the guy I worked with in the UK?
No?
His name was Famal.
No.
Okay, because his mother was so drunk when she was filling out the details, and she was convinced she'd given birth to a baby, to a girl,
Yeah?
and so of course she was writing out the sex as female,
Right.
but because she was so drunk, she was writing it out in the names section.
Oh no.
But of course, she managed to fuck up on the E,
Right.
and so he ended up as Famal, and he was a little bit swarthy skinned, so it was like, okay, it's not a problem, but way to go.
Nice one, Ma. Yeah,
Ah.
well, I mean, yeah, poor Cindy. I mean,
Mhm.
the spelling of her name is Sindie. So whenever someone asks, like, oh, is it Cindy? And they start spelling it Kind, she's like, no, that's not how you spell my name. And now,
Mhm.
since she's married me, because her surname used to be Cooper, so I was like, oh, it's Cooper, and everyone knew how to spell that. Now it's Adam. So now she's like, not only does she have to spell out her first name, she has to spell out her surname as well.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, well, you wanted to marry me. It's
Yeah, we're still, rubbing our heads as to
yeah,
that decision.
yeah. She proposed to me. She proposed to me.
Mhm. Did you get the Betnik Bash one?
Yeah, I've got it now. It must be
Fantastic.
the last one because I picked it up myself.
Okay. Well, yeah, I suppose it could be, but also they do randomly, every now and so often, you will have one that might just
Sync up.
sync up. I'll tell you in a few moments when I get there, because I'm about to go and turn it in. And yeah, then I just got to hope I get the skin changer feet.
Damn it! I'm supposed to be finding honeycomb and meat, and here I am freaking harvesting. I
You
can't
do
help
fall into
myself.
old habits quite easily.
Ah, what was that? I've definitely gone too far. I need to turn around. wasp. Yay, got the honeycomb. Find me a woofy. Yeah, woofy, woofy.
Yeah, it's the last one.
Cool.
Okay, just going to sit here, open up my inventory,
And go nuts.
and press R. You've got Bandits UI, haven't you?
Yes. But
Okay, so you should...
I don't have the those command thingies done.
You do, you just haven't activated it.
Yes, sorry, that's what I meant to say, yeah.
Yeah, you've got to just go into the Bandits user interface settings, and then drop down to point 18, automation.
So it's BUI, BUI. Okay,
No, if you hit
18, yeah, automation, yeah.
automation, and then container handler. It's about the 10th one down. Don't do it yet because you'll need to close and restart the UI. Consider clicking on fast travel as well.
Oh, right, okay.
That confirmation whenever you travel, it pops up. It will cost you a little bit of gold every now and then, fuck up, but hey,
Right.
trust me. I would also consider auto delete mail if you haven't got it there.
Okay, yeah, I'll select that one, yeah.
Yeah, because that just lets you skip that. And that, I think, was the only one. Drop down to the bottom and Activity Finder, Undaunted Pledges.
Yes.
And then you can just click on Reload UI when you've got time, and it'll actually pop up for you.
Okay, I'm just busy eating all the stuff.
I'm heading for a bank. I got the boots! I got the boots!
Nice, dude!
Jesus, and you won't believe how many snowball buddies I've got now.
Yeah, I got quite a few too. Alright, GTFO, let's go. Maps decided to stop working. Oh, there we go. E, E, E. There we go. Yay! Done for the day. Alright, so 18. Alright, so we got... Auto loot stolen in stealth.
That's quite handy, actually. It does mean that when you're stealthing, just pick up everything. Again, this is just stuff that speeds stuff up.
Okay, so what was the one that was again?
Mm,
Container handler.
yes.
Okay, cool. Got it. Alright. No, won't let me reload the UI.
That's weird. Well, it's not the end of the world. It just means you've got to wait until you go through a way shrine.
Oh, look at that, there's a way shrine. Nothing's loaded in. Okay. Is it a button that you push? Or
Mm.
does it happen
Uh,
automatically when you open your inventory?
when you open your inventory, there should be an top left-hand side. Sorry, bottom left-hand side. It should say something like, open containers or that.
Nope. Okay.
Mm. Also, make sure your mouse isn't hovering over your inventory. That seems to stuff it up. But
I
if your
don't.
mouse is centered and you hit, oh, well, then just wait until the next time you load in.
Ah, okay.
Pardon me.
Hey, you know what? I'll just do it this way. What? I want to see this thing work.
Oh, AFK quick.
Okay. Add-ons. Character. And launch. Open all containers. There we go. Another snowball, buddy. Consumables. Okay. 2, 3, 4. Oh, so close. Oh, research. Okay. Now do I? Okay. Let's take you back to. I'm definitely going to have to go visit the house. I'm picking up so much extra stuff now. Right, so let's swap out the other characters. Get some fluids. Ah, that's a cool looking armor. Damn. Golden lager. Ah, I still don't have the golden lager. Okay. Whole whack of stuff. I can't remember that.
Yo,
Oh,
sorry about that.
that's okay.
Nishi's not feeling too hot, so I might not be on for much longer.
No.
Yeah. Da, da,
I
da,
hope she
da, da.
feels better.
Yeah, it's not too bad. Might be my cooking. I've poisoned her.
Well, it could have been her cooking, which then in case you guys would probably be dead,
Terrible thing to say.
but still true.
Well, I didn't deny it. I just said it was terrible.
Oh well. Okay, let's have a look.
What level's Kagorath at now?
26, I think?
Ugh, dude.
Yeah.
You got to put some more work in there.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna.
Honestly. Really want to see her flashing across the yellow.
Well, unfortunately, she's been a little preoccupied.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's that one done. Let me tell you, character. 24. Even worse.
Hmm. Whatever you're doing with her, make sure you drunk the experience boost.
Ah, okay. Well, I was just getting. She had a whole lot of routes that I had to move across,
Okay. No, fair enough.
and yeah. So now on to the next one. Load out. But yeah, I definitely have to spend some time running around, killing stuff, and leveling up. Way
Do
behind.
do some of those random dungeons. In fact, if you could during the celebration, I think the the mead is actually stackable,
Yeah.
in which case you do that and you pop a Gold Coast or a Grand Gold Coast if you've got them,
Right.
and then you will just watch her fly up levels. And the nice part is you can pop one of those, they last for 2 hours, do the dungeon, log off, come back the next day, do the
And it,
dungeon, you'll still be within the 2 hours.
yes, yeah. That's what I thought was so cool
Log off.
about it. I mean, they could have done it real time and you just lose out, but
Yeah.
ah! Jay, what have you done? Oh, it's your laptop. Jeez, man. I saw the crit 666. I knew it was you, man. How you doing, man? Thanks for the lurking on your laptop. So it's laptop, computer, computer. Holy cow! Thanks, dude.
Clearly,
Kawewe says she is still here. She's just
mhm,
looking for jobs.
fair enough.
Have we asked what sort of job you wanted to do, Kawewe? I feel like we've had this conversation. Lemon, flower, mutts, unknown. Okay. Oh well. Filthy Scavengers is looking for a tank.
Not me.
I don't know what I want to do, to be honest, as long as I can do as
Hmm.
wait, let me do that again. I don't know what I want to do, to be honest, as long as I can do it, I'll do it. Just want to make some money. Yeah, it was the same sort of thing with me as well. The minute I was out of school, I went and got myself a job in retail working at a curio store. Look, I got some good experience there and stuff, but I mean, I've never used that experience ever again. Probably not
Don't know
to
about
be
that.
in
People
retail.
skills.
People skills, yeah, but I get that at the guest house
Yeah,
anyway. I had them before that
true.
because I'm fucking fabulous. People love me. Did I pull my? Yeah, I did. 11 mats. Okay, I gotta go find that recipe. Yeah, sorry. I'm not good with people skills, in my opinion. It does require some getting used to.
Investment.
Investment, yeah, refining, honing your skills. If you're actually keen to learn, um, then you can do it. Um, it's like some people don't even care about the reaction or how people feel when they say something. So if you're not sensitive to that kind of thing, it will be a little bit harder to learn. Where the fuck am I going? So I mean, yeah, it's kind of like I consider myself an introvert, but when my brother and I are together, then uh, he would be considered the introvert. especially when we're talking to strangers. Like for example, if we're working in the guest house and I'm busy cooking, and I'll go out and I'll chat to guests, and Greg comes around to help out for whatever reason, and I'm cooking, so he has to go and take orders and make sure. He gets very quiet, and he's freaking 7 years older than I am, and he still struggles.
Hmm.
So it's always weird. I don't consider myself a people person, but I've got the skills for it. 11 months. 11. Golden lager. I gotta take that. Okay. Yay! I can go cooking.
Hmm.
It's like any other skill, really. Uh,
Yeah.
if you want to learn and you want to get good at it, then you will. If you don't consider it a skill that you need to have, then it's going to be very difficult to learn. Um, it also depends on which people you're around, because some people can make your life very easy, and some people can make your life very difficult, which can also hamper or help uh, learning new skills. So yeah, baked apples, lemon flower mutts. There we go. Am I able to send a mail to myself, John?
No, they've specifically set it up that way so that people cannot crook the system.
How would they be crooking the system, though?
You'd be able to have extra storage space by mailing yourself.
Oh, okay.
They would much rather that you buy ESO Plus than do that, for whatever reasons they may have.
Because I was hoping to send a recipe to myself and then pick it up in another character.
Nope, that's what the bank is there for.
Rats, have to run all the way back to the bank. Curses! Alright, here we go. Ugh.
There is a way around it, of course.
I sent it to you, you sent it to me.
Yep.
Yeah, guess I could. Well, I've got other stuff to drop off actually now that I see it anyway, so. Ugh, damn it. Okay, alright, let's go. Nyum.
Cancel, cancel, cancel. Sure, that was stupid.
What happened there, John?
I almost deconstructed the sets of Oblivion that I've got left lying in the bank.
Oh.
Sorry, in my stash. Because now that Walk Plays with Spiders is sorted, I've got all three dressing room sets set up for her.
Yes.
Now I've got to start working on Pashunri. So I dropped the Oblivion set into the bank, and Pashunri's just picked them up, but of course I'm not thinking right now, so I took them off to the uh, clothing area, and I was about to deconstruct them because they were useless. I was like, wait, hang on, hang on.
They're
I want,
useless. Not to me.
I wanted to do the same thing with Pashunri. So, need
Okay.
to not do that. So deposit.
Oh, didn't have nearly as much stuff as I thought.
Mhm.
Oh no. Okay. Kobe says I worked at McDick's for 2 years. I learned a few people skills there, but mostly made fries. That's yeah. I don't know if that quite counts as
Well,
people skills. Ugh, that's a rough one
it's
though.
important to remember that cooking is both a science and an art, and that if you can get the science part of it down, it does let you have more time for the art part. So working a deep fryer actually does teach you skills.
Yeah, but it's so yeah. Working at MCD is already such a predefined thing. You know, there's,
Yeah,
I mean, you learn
but
how to
it's
do it, but you
uh,
can't really experiment or,
no, true, but it's the
yeah.
mindset that I'm talking about.
Oh, right.
This happens, then that happens, and that does this in that order.
Yeah.
And that at the same time, I have to get this going, and that is going to be needed in a few moments, so I should get this now. That sort of
Yeah. Yeah.
prioritizing and structurizing,
Understanding how each thing works and, to other things. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
but
That
also,
makes sense.
dealing with what I'm dealing with now, but knowing that in a few moments I need to be dealing with that, holding multiple strains of processes in your head at the same time.
Yeah.
You don't tend to think of it, because it's working McDonald's, but McDonald's is the consummate master. They've
Yes.
taken they, so just being exposed to that, you may not even realize it, but you are exposing your brain to,
Stuff.
you know, multi-threading. Let's think of it. I mean, let's
Yeah.
call it that. It's not really multi-threading, but it's
Understanding how things
the
work.
same.
Yeah. I mean, it's actually the same in the guest house as well when I'm cooking breakfast.
You
It's
would
like,
know it.
yeah,
Yeah,
you just do it without even thinking. It's
yeah.
like
But
when
I mean, when we
I heat up the
first,
pan, it's like the tomatoes and the sausage go in first. Then,
Mhm.
the bacon, mushrooms, and all that other stuff go in second.
And then
Eggs cook
somebody
last.
comes in and says they want this at the same time, and you're like, okay, well, I'm here with that, 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 and that. So I can shove this across and then start on the eggs now, but I'll have to remember that I've got these sausages that'll have to go for that.
Yes, yeah,
You know, when I was working in the kitchens in uh, Northumbria,
yes.
and there were a lot of South Africans in the kitchen as well, but the kitchen staff were all English except for me, and the wait staff were all South African except for like two. And one of them, I think her name was Tasneem, I can't remember, but I was in the middle of holding about, I don't know, dude, I had about 17 orders in my head at the time.
Sure.
They were you break them down. It's like, you need, because I was only doing the cold larder,
Yeah,
so it was literally just, I need three of these, four of those, five of those, and I'm going to need them in this order, etc., etc.
yeah.
Um, but she came in and she turned to me and she said something like, uh, "Is daar brood?" Or "Waar is die brood?" or something like that. But she said it in Afrikaans, and my entire
Thrown out.
process was in English in my head.
Yes.
And when she said that and I switched over to Afrikaans to answer her back,
Yeah.
I lost everything.
Oh no.
It was like, so that just shocked me, how much your brain works. In that I switched over to thinking in Afrikaans, and when I switched back to English, it was
It was gone.
gone.
Bugger.
It's like, wow, did not know that the brain worked in that way. And it really hit me at the
It
wrong
sucks.
time.
Alright, where the shop, more than elsewhere. Harbor.
Why can you not go to Cold Harbor?
Because I haven't done the storyline yet.
Dude, do yourself a favor. Do the
Ah,
storyline. It's boring as fuck.
yeah.
But every single one of them gives you a skill point.
Oh no, I realize that. Probably anything with
Oh,
story
okay.
related does, but
Yeah. But each one of the quests gives you a skill point, and they're not hard to do. The
I
only issue that I had.
weren't we going to be doing it all together though?
Okay, sorry. I needed to do it because I needed to get to Cold Harbor so I could craft the Oblivion's foe set for
Ah,
the whole. Because I mean, if I'm going to be using the soul magic for the Oblivion's Edge, I may as well use it for the Oblivion's foe. And that's when I discovered how you just get each one of them. Okay. Yeah, that's going to have to be me for now then. Okay, dude, I'm going to call it here
okay, dude.
because I got stuffs I need to do. And
Alrighty, go
yep,
do him.
I'll see you when I see you.
Alright then, have a good one, dude. Sleep tight.
Cheers, bye.
Boy.
Okay, now of course Discord's taking its time to flick over, so I leave it.
Okay, let's try these things out. Craft rough hatchet. Woodworking, I'm guessing. Oh, blacksmith. Rough hatchet. 2. Craft. Oh, 12. Oops. 10. Oh, good. Okay, I don't have to travel far. That's nice. Okay, next one on the list. stretcher. I need to make 12. I can only make 10. Out of nickel. Actually, can I make it here? No. Deshaun. that freaking treasure chest. Treasure map. Eich. Oh wow, I just used my ultimate on a crab. Jeez. Oh, this pack god, I can't eat him. Oh, jeez. How far away that is. Okay, it's not up here. It's down here. back to level 4. I found melons in a melon basket, and corn in a corn basket. Well, if you gotta eat, you gotta eat. You gotta eat. Voice sounds a bit funny. I mean, it's almost 11 o'clock here, and I'm already starting to get peckish again. So I'll probably end up eating cereal. What's for supper? What's for supper? You gotta tell me what's for supper. I's got to know. Oh, I still haven't dug up the treasure yet. Oi, rude. There it is. Cool. Okay, moving on. Northern Elsewhere. Hang on a second. Western Skyrim. Oh, wow. Potatoes and chicken. Roast potatoes? Roast. I really, really like roast potatoes. It's like my go-to. I mean, I'll have baked potato. You know, stick it in the microwave. You nuke the crap out of it, and you put some butter, and you put some uh, feta and pepper juice, and then you put some cheese on top, and you stick it back in the microwave, and you just like you put some garlic on top of that. Now I'm really hungry. And then my other one, of course, is roast potatoes. It's just got that crispy outside and that soft center. I'm tired, but I'm hungry. If I eat something now, I'll probably I'll fall asleep in 2 seconds flat. So I gotta finish my stream, and then I'll go eat something and then go to bed. Go to sleep with a full tummy. Although, if it's cereal, it's probably gonna be sugar and milk. So probably not the best thing to have. Ah. Well, you gotta think ahead, plan, or you're just gonna like walk into the kitchen and then decide on the fly, which I guess is fine too. You could do it that way. No, man, I can't start yawning now. Damn it. Yay. Oh crap. Bad kitty. Okay, well, I mean, if you don't know what you have, then yes, that makes sense. Gotta go in there. But I mean, that's also, I guess, half the fun of cooking. You kind of go in and you find stuff just to throw together. No! Stop it. Oh, that was cool. Very productive. Okay, let's go. Where the hell's the road? It's like, there it is. Excuse me. There. That occur. Okay, probably after this run, I'm gonna call it a night. I can't stop yawning. Man, yeah, it was a pretty stressful day. So maybe I shouldn't overdo it. Okay, I'm calling it here. Alrighty. Alright, get something to eat. Go to bed. Oh, I should find somebody to raid. Okay, fine. You twisted my arm. Give me a second. Let me go see who's on. It's the right thing to do. Ah, Jay. There you go. We're raiding Jay. That's nice and easy. Okay. You too, Cobwebby. Have a great one. Have a good evening. Have a good night when you get there. And I'll check you tomorrow. Yeah. Bye. We're going to get you on Discord.